Hey, my sleepers, how you doing? How was your sleeping? How's your day? Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and comment what you think. Now, today's video is going to be a speed build. I'm currently doing a voiceover for it, my first voiceover ever, and I just want to kind of like walk you through what I was doing, because that's a thing we do, right? Um, yeah, so I'm currently like building roofs right now, and I have to say roofs like those the worst. I don't know how to do it. It's really confusing. I forgot that I had a bathroom that I needed to add, so I added like two on the side. And yeah, I wanted it to be kind of like first story. I had like four different bedrooms. One of them was going to be like a workspace, and as you can kind of see, I'm struggling with it right now. I wanted to add like a little stair. I wanted to be like this cutesy little kind of southern home where you have this giant porch and you can kind of walk up and walk into it. And I wanted to do some like lattice work on the top, and that's also my first time doing kind of like a lattice work. So I'm like playing around with it right here, and I found it was like a huge struggle because you'll see in like just a sec. Yeah, I'm putting up plants on it because I was like, oh, that'd be kind of cool. That'd be like different. And it just became such a struggle. Um, yeah, and you can kind of see like in the corner it says underground garden. I forgot to change that because I wanted to do like an underground kind of garden, and I found that stairways and basements and that whole thing was really hard. And I was like, okay, well, let's do something else. Try to do like a starter home, you know? I bet that'd be really cool. It'd be really unique, and it'd definitely be more of what I would like to do. And so this is kind of what I was doing. The top is like really art gardeny, so like when I delete the floor, and you'll see later that I really struggle on how to do that. Yeah, I remove it, and then I have to add the lattice work in, and it becomes kind of a problem because then like the floor gets added, and I'm like, oh, how do I do this? What am I doing? And I just kind of realized that, oh, you just like you click it, and if you like, yeah, you click it again, it removes the floor. And I'm like, okay, I got this. Yeah. um yeah, so around that, as I'm doing like like I honestly I love the flowers so much in this, and I would probably only use like two out of all of those. Um, the wild grass and the wildflowers, and maybe the lavender bush, because the lavender bush is really pretty in this game. And those are the flowers I go to. I don't do a lot of landscaping in this one, but I have a Generations house on my Sims page if you want to look me up there. And yeah, that has CC. I also want to tell you, like, this house has no CC in it. It's all base game build stuff. So that was a little bit of a challenge for me, and you'll see like a lot of CC being throughout, but I don't use CC, so don't get intimidated by it. And I mean, I was pretty intimidated on not doing it, but I found like, because I thought I wouldn't have any options, but I did, which was really nice, you know? And this is like my first speed build too, so, give a little like congratulations or excitement there. Yeah, and then for the roof color, I actually wanted to go this like horrible, awful green because I wanted to be kind of like, I don't know, kind of like not like really fancy, but more so as like a starter home for a starter family. And so green roofs, like shuttered windows, and all kinds of things with that, minus that window. But hey, all windows can't be the same. They're all different, like us. And yeah, I'm just putting the windows on. It's looking good. I like made them uneven there, but I'm so big on like symmetrical builds. Like I want my left side to be like my right side. So you'll see in a lot of my houses that like my left side and my right side are almost like folded over. They're perfectly the same. So I try to go different. I try to challenge myself honestly. So comment and tell me like how do you guys build houses? Do you like put down a huge square? What do you do? So as you can see, like you're watching me build right now. And I think I'm putting on trees. I love the trees here. I will, if I could, I would like honestly cover my entire lot with trees and just build this tiny little home. Maybe I'll do that for the next like speed build. I'll just do a tiny little home and a whole bunch of trees. Because I think that's so cool. Like where I live right now, I live kind of on like a residential area, so I don't see a lot of like wood or trees. And at my mom's house, she lives in this like farmland, and so it's completely open on like this huge acre and like, almost surrounded by I don't know, she's surrounded by trees, but our neighbor is actually a Christmas tree farmer, which I think is really cool. I didn't realize because I come from Texas and where I moved, I'm in Maine. I didn't realize that like yeah, those people have neighbors. You just like sometimes you just think about it and you're like, whoa, really? And yeah. So I did that, and I'm currently putting on the kitchen. I wanted to do like a little tile. I thought that would be really cool. And also, the second time I put in cabinets, actual like base game cabinets. I never thought I would do that, but I continued to surprise both me and you by doing that. And I tried to put in like a little counter. I didn't want to be completely island counter, but I ended up not doing that. So, and it has a little microphone and like a little just little clutter there. I didn't really want to add a lot because when I move in a family, if I move in a family, I wanted it to kind of be, you know, just there, to add on in more clutter. And so here I was like trying to think of how many people I had. So I was 4 people in mind. And I was like, okay, because that would be a good. And I was like, I don't know if I want it to be more of like a single family with like one child or not. And we'll see. I placed like 4 different teen beds or single beds in like for like the closer to the entrance house, I guess. I put in 4 bedrooms and I'm like, okay. And then I wanted to make it as small as possible because I honestly, I overcompensate for space. And so I wanted to do something a little smaller, and be able to let the Sims go through and everything. That was probably my biggest challenge and I'm such a big clutter person. I was like, I don't know how I'm going to do this. I want to have like all kinds of stuff and maybe I'll do that later. But I challenged it. I was like, hey, it doesn't need to be big. It just needs to be homey. And that's what that is. It's kind of like homey. So I'm making up the little like living room and it's kind of off to the side. I think it's cute. I don't know. It's so cute. It's like the main area is this giant hallway entering into other doors. And it's, you know. So I made kind of like a breakfast bar area and then this is my little living room. First time I actually put curtains on there. Sometimes I honestly forget to put curtains there. And then the little light shades. And then I put like little shelves. Hold on, it'll show. Yeah, these white shelves down. And I was like, this is actually really cool because I saw it in the base game Sims houses. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. And I kind of like overlayer them, which I probably shouldn't do because it might kind of not, it would like, I don't know, it would just glitch out, I guess. So I'm reorganizing the place and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. So this is like a little workroom. I wanted to do 2 desks initially and then an art easel. I kept the art easel, but I instead did a woodworking table because I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. It can be kind of like a activities room with this giant bookcase. But hey, it's cute. It's lively. It is. Little rug there. Little flowers. Honestly like in love with probably a handful of rugs and I'll reuse them constantly, just mess with the colors. Tell me if you guys do that because that's kind of what I do. And then I forget that you don't have to, but you should like, if you use the color tool, yeah, to do exactly what I just did. I don't usually do that. And I mean, there's so many more options if I just did that. It'd be It'd be crazy. I should start doing that. Maybe that's what I do. I pick like 5 different objects or 5 different rooms and try and make a house out of it, and with like different colors. I think that would be challenging. I'm all for like challenging myself. And so you just kind of saw like a little glitch there. I wanted it to be kind of like a kid and toddler room, really cute, where the kids on our left side and the toddlers on the right. And then I was like, okay, I guess I'll have a toddler in this house. So I ended up like building a high chair or putting a high chair down. And I was like, yeah, sounds about right. That's honestly how I built that. I'm like, okay, I completely forget something and then I'm gonna add it. I wanted to add like a little mobile too, as if like the baby grew up into like a little toddler, and I wanted to keep some of the baby stuff. And there I go trying to change the house colors or the little bed colors, the little items. And then I thought it'd be so cute if you had the curtains where it like could close and almost like a wall picture, kind of like in that Disney movie where she paints the entire walls. I thought that would be pretty cool. And then this big rug. I like that's a really cool rug. I didn't realize how cool the colors were until I did it. And then I used my handy space I don't know, ability where I'm able to honestly like grab things and I can visualize where they go, and it just look at that. It's perfect. I have to start honestly building in the middle of the rooms because I end up doing just the walls. And I guess that's good, but I could do more. So you guys are gonna have to tell me some really cool videos where people like build have stuff in the middle of the room and they're like little people are able to walk around their little Sims. And then I saw these planetary lights, and I was like, "Oh, these are so cool." I was like, "Oh wait, I have the baby mobile there. I can't really do that. Oh, what am I gonna do?" And I was like, "Okay, well with this, I'll do like different teens." So I was like, "Okay, one bed can be pink, and the other one can be kind of brown, and they can be kind of opposite twins or opposite like teens, where it can kind of go." But every I don't know teen room I have has to have a desk in it, has to have like a little something, has to have a dresser, you know. And then I put a guitar in there. I'm spoiling it right now, but I put a little guitar in the corner because I was like, what am I gonna do in that corner? And I was like, oh, I could do a violin, but I don't know. I felt like the guitar was right. And then they have updated laptops, and they have these cute little like there's an animal lamp and a soccer lamp. And then I was like, oh, I'll put a little measuring tape on the side of the door so they could almost measure themselves as if they're growing up, and that'd be pretty cool. And then I can just place random paintings. I don't know. I felt like this kind of room was more mature wouldn't be the right word. Like it still has kind of the posters, but you know, they kind of grow up from the wall art of like the princess and the unicorn and things like that. And I honestly I don't think the curtains match the beds or the room at all, but you know, it's okay. And I love the cloud lights. Those are my favorite. One of my favorite. And then I make like a little bathroom minus the sink. And I was like, okay, how am I gonna do this? And I do it. And it's kind of cute. And then you see me right around here struggle to put on the little clutter of the toilet paper roll and the towel rack. And but it happens. And I have to be able to zoom in. I think I struggle a lot with zooming in on that. There you go, trying to fix it. And then I tried to use the control 9 or 0 to drop it down. That doesn't work. And I put a little robe in. And yeah, I think this bathroom is really cute. I probably would extend it a little more to put in a sink, but then it wouldn't really be like a half bathroom. And then I'm making the master bedroom right now. I want it to be really, really simple. I think that was my goal here. Kind of simple, kind of not plain, but I think the mom, like the parent or parents, whoever lives here, would definitely live outside of their room. They're more active. They have that huge backyard, which I will add probably more furniture, and I have to put in a dresser because that's just what I do. So I move the bed over and stuff. Put in plants. Oh, I love plants. I love putting in random plants everywhere. And I didn't realize there's only one window in that bedroom. But I add more clutter in it because I don't realize it like right then and there when I'm building. And I don't think I realize it in the rest of the build. And then I put in the floors. I used like a white wood floor, and then I realized there was another bathroom that I had to add. Um, I like the white wood flooring panel. I think that it's so nice. It's calming. All the other ones were really dark, and I wanted to go with something light in which like could bounce the light kind of back. So I do that. And and then I'm putting up wallpaper. I wanted it to make kind of like not as modern, but definitely kind of, you know, older, but not that old. So maybe it was like in the 80s or 90s where the house was built and no one decided to repaint it. And then I put in my trash can in my mailbox. My mailbox is so cute, so tiny. And I was gonna put like yeah, I put in a fire pit so people could eat out. And yeah, I put in a little picnic table. Looks great. Add my little. I always use a watering hose. Whenever speed build you find, I'm gonna have a watering hose on the like it somewhere on the property line. And I was like, oh, right here, I was gonna kind of like a little garden plot basket, where people can go in and kind of dig, and it's like kind of protected. And then I realized, oh no, it's clipping, so that's not gonna be good. And so I had to get rid of it, but I was like, I got this. I got the daisies, I got everything, and I was like, I can't do that because then I have to do the little like I don't know, upper ceiling arch, I guess. So I just put a bush in it. I was like, you know what? That looks good. That looks fine. I like it. I use NUCC, which I'm really proud of. Got my little gardening pot. My light goes right by the table. And then I put trees. Oh, I love trees. I love the trees. I just love how big they are. I do hate how sometimes when you're like looking at a house, when you zoom in, they don't disappear right away. So you're literally looking through the tree, which is kind of hard. And then, I love this like painted terrain tool. And then I put bushes in because I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna put bushes in because that looks normal. It does. It looks like a little like suburban house starter home. And then you'll see here I'm trying to do the debug objects where I wanted to put a little car in and realized I completely forgot to cheat and I wasn't about to look it up. And so this is me struggling with that. And around here is the time where I start to finish up. So I gotta go, but everyone have a great morning, afternoon, night. Have some fun. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more, and comment what you think about this video. Now, have a great day, guys.